Hello, my name is Corinne Blake. Myself, along with Zach Goodsell and Lauren Brown, have teamed up to design a technology implementation plan for Ramstein High School. Ramstein High School, or RHS, is a Department of Defense education activity American military school located overseas in Germany. The plan is designed to go through the school years 2014 to 2019, with the main focus on the advancement of student achievement through the use of technology. The Technology Implementation Plan Committee, or TIPC, is composed of many community stakeholders such as the superintendent, administration, guidance, media and technology specialists, teachers, and parents. This is to ensure that everyone's voice is heard throughout the plan and application of this plan. As you can see, the TIPC wants the students to be able to succeed in the world long after their high school careers and will take sufficient measures to ensure this happens. The vision for RHS when it comes to technology is that its implementation will be used to foster student responsibility now and in the future. There are certain values that the TIPC will make sure to upheld. These values seen here are all aimed towards the development of student achievement. Now I will let Zach tell you about our needs assessment.
Hello, my name is Zach Goodsell, and we put together an electronic 15-question survey to incorporate the ideas of 65 instructors at Ramstein High School, discussing the use of technology and what improvements and needs instructors see in their everyday use. We have broken down these needs into strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Let's begin with the strengths. Computers on wheels in every classroom with a smart board. There's already existing Wi-Fi for instructors. There are 4 computer labs throughout the school, as well as 4 classrooms set up for video communication and web design. The special ed department is able to make use of Alpha Smarts for note-taking. Teachers are now using Weebly and Microsoft Office, and there's a mass email system in place to email out the stakeholders of the school. As far as weaknesses go, teachers have mentioned that they feel poorly trained in how to integrate existing technology into their lessons and unequipped to use existing technology. Some teachers also express interest in being trained in BYOD, or bring your own device, and the use of social network in the classroom. For opportunities, there are 5 continual school improvement days per year. There's already a well-formed tech committee. There's a Weebly being used in some classrooms, and great classroom technology. For threats, the military budget cuts are affecting Ramstein High School, and teachers don't feel properly trained, thus they're not motivated, and thus that also affects student behavior and the outcome of learning technology. Now I'll pass it off to Lauren as he discusses Goal 1.
Thanks, Zach. My name is Lauren Brown, team member. The purpose of the first goal is to empower teachers to be high performers in the classroom, which will also lead to increases in students' performance. To accomplish this requires monthly training on smartboard and computers on wheels, and training commensurate with teachers' technology competency levels, with 75% increases across the board in competency levels in the first year. So how will this work? Using an assessment metric developed by a technology committee member, all teachers at Ramstein will have their smartboards and COW training needs assessed. Then training will commence once a month over a year, and teachers will be reevaluated at the conclusion of the year. I'll turn it back over to you, Zach.
Thanks, Lauren. I'll discuss Goal 2. Goal 2 is all about continuous improvement. Each year, the Technology Implementation Committee will select 5 topics for teachers to be trained on. After a survey, those topics are then selected and scheduled with an instructor at Ramstein High School to teach the lesson to the other instructors. Evaluation will be conducted via observation or a brief survey to each instructor to ensure that they have implemented or can at least show that they understand the technology within a month of the training for each topic. I'll pass it off on to Corinne.
Goal 3 is designed to take a look at what technology is already available at RHS that teachers can start to utilize in the classroom immediately. According to the needs assessment, teachers do not feel sufficiently trained with using their available technology. Therefore, the TIPC will communicate with the stakeholders to determine what technology is available, create professional development activities for that technology, conduct a survey to identify teacher satisfaction, identify those teachers that can help others, and those that need help. All of these steps will lead to an increase in the acceptance of technology of at least 85% by the end of our plan in 2019. Goal 4 deals with the development of an online community known as EDU 2.0 for the teachers to use in order to communicate with each other. The TIPC will not only set up the EDU 2.0 site, but create a flipped professional development video to aid teachers in the use of this online forum. Again, experts will be identified that can help others. Topics will be decided monthly, while participation by staff is expected weekly. The TIPC will send out bi-weekly reminders, while staff members should provide at least 6 posts or replies to the forum a month. Now on to Zach for Goal 5.
Thanks, Corinne. Goal 5 is all about the integration of BYOD, or Bring Your Own Device, at Ramstein High School by the 2019 school year. Technology Implementation Committee will begin the long process of planning for the integration of this new network immediately, and will incorporate discussions with 2 technology companies in this planning. The Technology Implementation Committee will also make necessary adjustments to the responsible use policy, as well as meet with parents about the effects of BYOD and what that will entail for their students. Finally, the committee will also train teachers on using BYOD in their classrooms and demonstrate how to effectively incorporate BYOD into their lessons. Now on to the budget. This is a breakdown of the budget encompassing all 5 goals and their strategies. Here are some things I want to highlight. The first line of the smart boards covers the maintenance cost on the smart boards, as well as features as bulbs, markers, and batteries. This cost also covers the general maintenance of the technology over a 5-year span, as well as software license fees. The next line, Ramstein High School has 16 laptops that are on wheels, which covers the maintenance of the equipment, as well as the technology support team salary. The third line there is the new technology that will be implemented into Ramstein High School through this plan to satisfy Goal 4. This includes the startup and maintenance costs for the next 5 years. On the fourth line, every year the committee will select the 5 topics on using technology in the classroom and how to train those teachers to effectively use that. A stipend then is given to the instructor for training all the other instructors at Ramstein High School. And the fifth line, this goal is to implement BYOD into Ramstein High School by August of 2019. Obviously, that's a few years off, so we have estimated some of these startup costs and yearly maintenance fees. Much of the startup costs will include an upgrade to the current network and boost Wi-Fi to support the demands of BYOD in every classroom. Now on to Lawrence.
Thanks, Zach. Protecting our children is important at Ramstein High School, and this includes protecting them from harmful technology. The Technology Committee is aligned with the toughest standards in the Children's Internet Protection Act of 2001 to protect our kids from obscene or harmful content over the Internet. Ramstein is a DODEA school, and the DODEA already monitors computer activity of students and staff, which of course will continue over the 5-year plan. Filtering and firewall protection is an essential element of this plan and will have oversight by the technology staff and the government. Teachers will oversee proper usage and digital netiquette of BYOD devices, and yearly meetings with all relevant staff will occur not only to meet CIP 8 guidelines, but also to qualify for E-rate program and associated funding for educational technology. And now in terms of the responsible use policy, the first foundational element of the responsible use policy is that possession and usage of technology on school property is a privilege and not a right. Ramstein reserves the right to track all forms of usage on school devices, and teachers and students have a limited expectation of privacy on their personal devices. Violation of any component of the responsible use policy, including malicious use in any way, may cause technology privileges to be revoked. School technologies, including the Internet, will be limited to educational purposes, which precludes social networking sites and commercial ventures. A list of acceptable and unacceptable uses is provided and requires a signature. If uncertain, staff and students must inquire about proper usage of technology, as the provided list of acceptable and unacceptable uses are not to be considered all-inclusive. Corinne, I'll turn it back over to you.
Our technology plan is designed to coordinate with the National Education Technology Standards for both teachers and students. The goals designed here are focused on goals 3 and 5 for teachers, which include educators becoming knowledgeable models of technology through communication, collaboration, and modeling, and also the professional development of teachers. Throughout all of the goals outlined in the plan, the students will be working on Standard 6, where they are asked to learn, use, apply, and troubleshoot the technologies being implemented by their teachers. Though these standards are directly identified for the teachers and students in our plan, the remaining standards can also be seen through the implementation of our goals as well. The timeline for our goals is as follows.
Thanks, Corinne. This is just a timeline graphic that we created to just show kind of where all the goals fit in line. I do want to point out that all of these goals are intended to be completed in this 5-year plan, which would be by the 2019 school year. Thank you, and thanks for listening.